Hello wet shavers. Going to be using a soap in this video that, well, it's not necessarily my favorite, but I'm pretty sure I've figured it out. And I'm also going to be rather distracted as we have a bunch of kids in the house again. So let's get to it. Williams mug. It smells like furniture polish, but I do think I figured this out. So I'm going to wet the puff down. We're going to use this soap. You need a synthetic brush. Get it damp. Overload. Load. That's step one. Really overload. You can always add a little bit of water, but you don't need to. While this soap is a tallow soap, it's very slick. While it is a tallow soap, it behaves like a glycerin soap. Sorry, I couldn't think. So that was just damp. You really can't overdo it. If I had my face prepped already, I would go ahead. But since I don't, I'm going to rinse that off. See, I'm not getting the brush wet. And this is very slick. It's going to take a second to get that off of my hand. So that lets me know it's going to be a decent shave. Alright. Step 2. Get a handy dandy bowl. Excuse me. Doesn't have to have ridges. Just need a bowl in order to push the brush through the lather. And the point here would be to just stir. So what I do is I push a little bit, then just stir. Push, stir, push. Back and forth like that. And even if it looks kind of like you have too much water with Williams, keep stirring, keep whisking, and it will fluff up on you. See how that's doing that? Step 3. Squeeze the Williams out of the brush. Off of the hand. Rinse your hand. Back into the bowl. And now it should have really fluffed up for you. And when you think you've got it, keep stirring. Do the push, then the stir. Push just a little bit, then stir again. Okay. Step 4. Condition your face, get on with the shave and the video. After you're done conditioning your face, it will have dissipated slightly. A quick stir should thicken it right back up. Go ahead and apply it. I know this is everyone's favorite soap, right? Everyone just loves this stuff. Okay. Just to prove that it will kind of stick around for you a little bit, talk about the rest of the shave. Excuse me. Merker Progress. No, it's not what I wanted to do. Grabbed the wrong one. Marker 34C with a Gillette 7 o'clock sharp edge yellow. That's the second use on that blade. And for the post, I'm just going to go with some Nivea. Here we go. So that stuck around. You can see it didn't dissipate. Now, it's not the thickest soap in the world. It is rather light and airy, but if you give it, like I said, if you give it a stir, I might have let it sit too long. If you give it a stir, it will do fine for you. It'll be there long enough to last for a pass. You should be able to just, paint it on thickly. So this should stick around for the pass, like I said. One went Nick shaved on you. I missed that corner. There we go. He gets good lathers, but he always misses that. I forget which side it is. Or he always used to. It used to drive me insane. Okay, that's nice and hot. Here we go with the 34C, the 34 crap. Too mild. Nah, it's effective. It just feels mild. It does okay. Not my favorite razor though. Oh, if you're wondering what that is, I was working on something at work. And you know those little zip ties. You want to keep a cord or cable or anything tied down to what it's sitting on. You put a zip tie on it, and then you cut the excess away. Well, when you cut the excess away, it becomes sharp. And that's what that is. As you see, I'm having no problems keeping soap out of my hair. As you see, I have no problems keeping soap on my face. It's not dissipating. And it is just not comfortable. It's tuggy. I know this is really slick soap, so that's this. Ah. Now the rest of the shave should be pretty comfortable. Oh. Pushed a little bit right there. Here we go. Okay. Get a rinse. I'm just going to keep it rolling. I've missed a lot because that's so mild. Okay. So between passes with this soap, you are going to need to stir again. It did dissipate, but not on my face. I don't understand why there's a difference there. I know it's not water, because the more water you add to this, the more it dissipates. So, that's not it. There we go. Well, my face is wet. It might dissipate a little bit, but we'll see. So, my one, let's see, what was it? Oh yeah, my unboxing live mail call. Showed you the vape mod that I have. Well, I bought a new one this weekend. Spent quite a bit of money. Excuse me, I'm very happy with it. I should have it for a good long while now. I bought the glass. It doesn't have glass, it's acrylic, so less likely to break. Plus I have replacements already, so you got a plan. Accidents do happen. What other tangent can I get on here? Oh, we're having pizza for dinner tonight. I just love kids. Love my kids. I don't think kids are the problem anymore. These kids are actually good, but the kids I see, they're not. I don't think that's the problem. The kid isn't the problem. The parents are the problem. We're out or whatever, dinner, whatever, wherever we are, it doesn't matter. If my kids start acting up, which is inevitably going to happen, I just, you know, snap my fingers and say, knock it off. And they do. It's amazing. I get so many looks like, how'd you do that? I'm like, how'd I do what? I just told my kid to be quiet. What do you mean, how did I do? How did you get your kid to actually listen? I meant it. Mild razor. There you go. That's what happens. Mild razor. You think you gotta push. You don't have to, but you have to. Back to the vaping. I was surprised, first off, that there was such a community with this, with shaving. It's shaving, for crying out loud. Now, everybody wants to know what everybody else is using soap-wise, blade-wise, razor-wise, water-wise. This is Cincinnati water. I don't live in tropical Wales. Sorry. But holy cow. There is a community with vaping. They want to hear, everybody that vapes, that hangs out at a vape shop, they all want to hear how long you quit smoking. How long have you quit smoking for? Week. Awesome, man. That's so awesome. So happy for you. It's genuine people. I don't find a lot of that in public. I'm ranting, sorry. living up to my middle name, Negative Norman. Well. That's not smooth, but that's as good as I'm gonna get with this 34C. Okay, I'm gonna try something here. Just leave my face slightly damp. And I'm adding to the post. I said all I was gonna use is Nivea, but I'm gonna add Arco to it as well. Arco action. That should dry pretty well, pretty quick. Okay, and with that's dry, the Nivea. And I did not feel the aftershave. That's a high alcohol content aftershave. I did not feel it. No burn. Didn't shave very close other than right there. And there, still bleeding too. I'll deal with that off camera. Alright. Well. Thanks for joining me. Pretty good stuff here, other than the razor. I'm not going to recap because you're not an idiot. And if you like the video, hit the like button. If you haven't already, give me a subscribe. I appreciate it. And you got to do me a really big favor. Have a good week. You should. Monday's over.